Our friends here had a lot of fun during the past winter and spring. The seasons roll by, and the scorching hot summer sets in. Unlike the recurring power cuts, the water supply becomes infrequent. Tormented by the limited and erratic water supply, our dear friends hire a contractor, and get him to install an electric pump, and 2 water tanks. The overhead tank can be filled, when there's sufficient water in the lower tank. The contractor warns them that the motor will heat up and fail, if it runs without water in the pipes. Checking whether there is sufficient water in the lower tank, becomes a frequent task, and a real chore.
Introducing Sparkles, the fully automatic 3-unit wireless water level controller. Day and night. Whenever the level of water in the tank falls, the water level controller will automatically switch on the pump and will switch it off when the tank becomes full. It enables you to view the level of water in both the tanks right from within the comfort of your living room or kitchen. Year after year, throughout all seasons, it liberates you from having to devote your time, effort and attention. And in the long run, saves water and electricity. Say goodbye to water overflows. This device prevents water from overflowing the upper tank and spilling onto the roof and messing up the sides of your building. The device communicates wirelessly using radio waves. Therefore, it does away with the hassle of laying lengthy cables between the lower and upper water tanks. Back home, our friends are delighted to hear about the water level controller and take a wise decision to get one installed. They return to their fun ways and have a gala time once more. Thanks to the water level controller, our friends are least bothered by water-related concerns these days. By this time, I'm quite sure you're pretty eager to know how the device works. The water level controller comprises of 3 different units which communicate wirelessly with each other. Unit 1 senses the level of water in the lower tank and takes care of switching the pump on or off. Unit 2 senses the level of water in the upper tank and transmits the data over to Unit 1 and Unit 3. Unit 3 is useful for viewing the current level of water in the tanks without having to leave the living room or the kitchen. To begin with, let us consider that both the lower and upper tanks are completely empty. The LEDs on the device indicate the current level of water in the tanks. These LEDs indicate the level of water in the lower tank. And these LEDs indicate the level of water in the upper tank. The override switch is used to toggle between automatic and manual modes. Once the device is powered on, the bottommost LEDs will turn on. These 2 LEDs will keep blinking to indicate that the devices are communicating with each other. When this LED is on, the lower tank is 25% full. The tank is 50% full. Now the tank is 75% full. The lower tank is completely full. The upper tank LED indications essentially mean the same thing. Let us suppose that the supply of water resumes and begins to fill the lower tank. Once the water level reaches 25%, the corresponding LED on the devices will come on, like so. Now the LEDs indicate that the water level in the lower tank has reached 50%. When water in the lower tank reaches 50%, the device will switch on the pump, provided the upper tank is not yet full. And when the upper tank becomes full, the device will switch off the pump. Similarly, when the lower tank is nearly empty, the device will automatically power off the pump.